Hi, I'm E.D. Lewis, and welcome back to my channel, E.D. Lewis Reviews. Before we get started, please hit that subscribe button and that like button, as well as, please leave a comment. And you can follow me on several platforms, including Instagram, Twitter, Bookbub, Wattpad, and Goodreads. Find out what I'm reading, what I'm up to, all kinds of fun stuff. I'm going to just take off my glasses for this video, actually. If I need them, I'll put them back on. Also, right before we get started, please order your copy now of Local Haunts. It is available in paperback and Kindle edition. It is a HorrorTube anthology, so it's put together by a bunch of us in the BookTube and AuthorTube community. All proceeds go to First Book, and it's a fantastic collection with a lot of very talented authors, so please check it out. And currently, the ebook, I believe, is on sale for 99 cents right now, so, check that out. Alright, try and get this video to be as quick as possible, because I don't have a whole lot to say about today's read, because I can't really summarize it, because it's a bunch of short stories, and I don't want to give too much away. So, recently, out of the 3 books I've been reading currently, and I finished 2 last night, this being one of them, I've been trying to, almost every night, read a ghost story or 2 or 3 or so before bed. And so I picked up the book, Scary Stories to Tell in the Dark, by Alvin Schwartz, and illustrated by Stephen Gamel? Sorry if I'm butchering that name. Which I'm sure many of you people have seen these out there because they are, kind of a popular children's series. I think there's like 3 or 4 now. But I remember seeing these in the Scholastic magazines at school that we would get, little catalogs, and we'd, do book orders and stuff. I never got one, till like last year at the Labor Day weekend book sale at the public library, and I picked it up, read like one story out of it, because I was planning on reading more, and I just sat it down, and finally picked it back up to, not today, but this year. So, I mean, it's a great little read, and it has fantastic illustrations in it. Like, let's see, where's one of the really creepy ones? It's, like, actually my favorite illustration in it. I passed it. But I guess that I heard somewhere that the newer edition has completely different illustrations, and so I don't know if that's a good thing or a bad thing. I kind of feel like it might be a bad thing, since I have not seen them. Oh my goodness, where is it? I cannot find that illustration. Oh, that one's good too. Oh, here it is. I missed it. Love that illustration. It's just so creepy. But, which brings up in my mind, it's interesting that this is a children's book, because some of these illustrations are just kind of freaky and terrifying. I would think they'd give a child, nightmares. I mean, seriously. There's all kinds of wacky tales in here. They're all, like, mostly older tales. And there's some, urban legends in here, like, if you know, like, the stories about, a person with a hook for a hand, that's in here. And the book is divided up into different sections. Like, there's stories that are to be told, to scare your friends, or, whatever you could tell around a campfire. And then there's, like, stories that have, like, murder in them and revenge, which I thought was kind of strange for a children's book, because some of these stories, I'm like, I don't know if that's appropriate for children, because they have, like, a man, I think, murdering his wife in here, and a woman dying of fright, and, someone, almost getting killed, because there's someone, oh, I don't want to give that away, because there's someone hiding, is all I'm going to say there. I don't want to give that story away, which that was kind of one of the more modern stories. And there's this Hearst song that I thought was so great, because there's songs in here and rhymes as well. I mean, there are silly kind of songs, silly kind of stories in here that are definitely, you know, I'd see, you know, being very child-friendly, but some of these stories I just don't think are really child-friendly, so I don't know if for some children, I'd read these or let them read these till they're a little older. But then again, maybe in some cases, no. It's just all around weird. But there's stories that have been passed down from, you know, many years and more recent times, which is the more urban legends that I was talking about. And there's even a comedy section. The last section has the same name as the first, and it has you know, kind of silly little stories. There's something funny at least by the end of it, or something, or in the middle, or, you know, some sort of little joke in there. Like, look at this illustration with the bloody fingers. Yeah, that's a really cool one too. But all in all, I thought it was pretty good. I could see myself one day reading this to, depending upon how my child would take it, right before bed, so like bedtime stories. And if that's terrible, I apologize. I mean, I would have probably liked it as a kid, so, you know. Sorry, my nose itches at the tip. Yeah, so I mean, depending upon your child, you might allow them to read this. You might, you know, read it to them, depending, or you could read it like I did and be some light reading before bed, because it's, you know, it's very appropriate right now during the spooky season to, you know, read some ghost stories before bed. So, I mean, I'd recommend this, Scary Stories to Tell in the Dark, and I guess there are like 3 or 4 books in this series. I've only read this one, but I think the author wrote another book that I've read. It was a little kids, like, jumpstart book or something. I'm not seeing it mentioned here. I thought I did, though. It was something about a dark, dark room. Oh, but I can't find it. I really shouldn't be looking for it right now anyway. So, I mean, I swear there was something about in a dark, dark room that the author had written, but maybe not. Maybe I'm confusing with another writer. Well, anyway. That one I read, and I thought that was really fun. That was more child-friendly than this one, I think, and definitely very different illustrations. But yeah, I checked this book out, so I'd recommend it. On Goodreads, I gave it like 3 stars, which I consider to be, you know, good. Not wonderful, not bad, but, you know, it's good. It's enjoyable. And very appropriate for this time of year, so I would recommend this. You know, adults, kids, you know, with your judgment with the kids, of course. So check this one out. It's pretty good. It's a classic, so. And I said after Halloween-a-thon that I was not going to do any more kids horror. Well, I did. I did children's horror this time around, so. Alright, I have just one more little thing to say, and this is kind of a, I got my fingerprints all over it, so it's kind of smudgy. I just wanted to do a quick shout-out. This book is, I think, just over a year old now. Maybe, well, like a day or two a year old, or maybe it came out on this date, I'm not sure. But it's My Friend Nick by Joseph Hood. It's the book I'm currently reading right now, out of the 3 books I was reading. It's very good, very spooky, and I have to say, his style almost kind of reminds me of Stephen King in a way. So, I mean, if you like Stephen King's style, I think you might like it. It's just, there's something about it reminds me of that, and I've only read a couple of Stephen King books, but still. I would highly recommend it. It's called My Friend Nick. He has a new book coming out on October 30th, I do believe, which is in like 5 days. It's called The Bride of Warren, I think. So I would check that out. This one's very good. I'm not done with it, of course. I'm currently reading it. I was hoping to get it done by Halloween, but I'm thinking that's going to be unlikely. So I'll get it done shortly after Halloween, and I will probably do a review on it. So, check out Joseph Hood's book, My Friend Nick, and check out his upcoming book, The Bride of Warren. That's all I have for you today. Halloween's just around the corner. I plan on doing one more video right before Halloween, so look for that. And I already know what I'm going to do for that. I'm going to do another book review, but it's not going to be the typical book review. It will be a HorrorTube. It's not necessarily gothic. Well, I don't think I'd consider it gothic, because it's more of a interview book, and well, I'll talk more about it later. You'll just have to find out. It is about a real life occurrence, and I'll just say it's something alleged. So, no, I'm not going to say more. Okay. I'm just not sure what I want to say there, but, you know. Anyway, that's all I got. So, stay tuned for that video on Halloween. Well, not on Halloween, but like the day before Halloween, I'm thinking is when I'm going to do it. So I'm going to do it within the next few days or so. I just need to compile my notes and figure out exactly what I want to say about it. And, yeah, so. Have a great day, have a good evening whenever you see this video, and stay safe and stay spooky. Bye-bye.